Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Title: Creating a Python Code Decoder, a step-by-step tutorial. Introduction. In this tutorial, we will walk through the process of creating a Python code decoder. A code decoder is a program that takes encoded or obfuscated Python code and transforms it back into its original, human-readable form. This can be particularly useful for understanding and analyzing code that has been intentionally obscured. Prerequisites. Step 1. Understanding the problem. Before diving into the code, it's essential to understand the problem you're trying to solve. In our case, we want to create a program that can reverse the process of code obfuscation. Step 2. Choose a decoding strategy. There are various ways to obfuscate Python code, and the decoding strategy will depend on the specific obfuscation techniques used. Common techniques include base64 encoding, string manipulation, and variable renaming. Choose a strategy based on the type of obfuscation you want to handle. For the purpose of this tutorial, we'll focus on decoding base64 encoded Python code. Step 3. Writing the decoder code. Let's write a simple Python script that decodes base64 encoded Python code. We'll use the base64 module for decoding. This example defines a function decode_python_code that takes base64 encoded code as input and returns the decoded Python code. The script then demonstrates the decoding process with the sample encoded code. Step 4. Testing the decoder. Now it's time to test the decoder with different encoded Python code snippets. Ensure that the decoding process works as expected for a variety of inputs. Conclusion. Creating a Python code decoder involves understanding the obfuscation techniques used, selecting an appropriate decoding strategy, and implementing the decoding logic. The provided example focused on base64 encoding, but you may need to adapt the approach based on the specific obfuscation methods employed in the code you are decoding. ChatGPT.